Blowing across Nigeria is the wind of hope as Africa's young entrepreneurs with the same dream take a break from their everyday lives and embark on a journey across the nation with their ideas, innovations, and inventions. From the east, west, north, and south of Nigeria, we will witness as they make their way through the screening and auditioning to meet and convince the A.Y.E judges why they should be among the chosen beneficiaries.
But we're not the clients. The clients are the people who are buying it. And you haven't got a solution that makes sense to a client. And that's a fail one.
No, I'm coming. This is new idea and new business.
But you don't really have a very strong structure of how you see your vision practically moving forward. You know, it feels very loose to me. I think you should have sat with them before you come here.
You should not allow this idea to be sacrificed at the altar of technicalities, because I have a dream.
We will experience their passion.
Sir, I have to prove the whole world wrong.
You want to prove the whole world wrong?
Yes, sir.
Their pain.
Get out of here.
And their gain.
You're getting the money you're requesting for.
Everything is possible. The impossible just takes a little longer. Let's see the impossible made possible on today's episode. Welcome to Africa's Young Entrepreneurs reality TV show.
As I'm going into to meet the judges now, I'm expecting them to look into my business and see how they can help in the financial aspect of the business, because we have the problem of financial.
First up is a professional personal shopper, Abolarinwa Anthony, with a brand name Mile 12. He concentrates on fresh food produce. Having created a website and looking to grow his business, he requests for funding.
Can you take off, I know it's branded, can you take off your hat? I just want to see your face as well.
I'm sorry?
No, it's fine, it's branded, so it's your company, it's fine. And where do you get the produce from? You don't hold any inventory, do you? What I mean is, you don't store this vegetables and fruits.
We don't store, we buy from farmers. When people order for food, we try to make it a fresh food.
All right, so are you looking for a vehicle or funding? What do you
The
need?
vehicle for funding, motorcycle, and some other things. And moreover, if I can have a store, whereby I will have some things, because at times some people might not demand for bulk something, so it will be very okay for me to have some things in the store.
Anthony,
buy in bulk.
That's a terrible idea.
Anthony doesn't seem to understand his business needs. He's obviously dancing in circles.
How much do you need from A.Y.E?
I will appreciate if you can have like 5 million.
5 million. Give me a breakdown of the big costs. That 5 million, what chunk goes into major costs? Break it down for me.
Like a vehicle, if I can have a vehicle of 2 million.
Which vehicle is that? And
Like,
have you checked the price? Can you confirm that that's the price?
the price of the vehicle?
Are we talking about a motorbike? A motorbike? What vehicle?
I want to, like a wagon.
Like a pickup?
Like a pickup wagon that we...
The entrepreneur appears timid. Is this as a result of unpreparedness, or is he tensed standing before the judges?
Anthony, I'm feeling very sick today. I'm sitting here today because I'm looking for innovative ideas. Not because I want to listen to a My 12 that has not put his business to shape. It's common. Shoppers are common. They've gone more advanced than what you're trying to do. You came here with your own My 12 idea. Now you are bringing your own My 12 again, and your model is not even properly structured. Please, I'm interested in something that can move the continent, not something like this.
I have two options for you, okay?
Okay, madam.
First option is I give you the 5 million naira and you try to figure out what to do with it.
Okay, madam.
Right? The second option is I give you training on how to run your business and how to think like an entrepreneur, right? What would you pick?
I will provide the training.
You don't want 5 million?
It's not that I don't want 5 million. I want 5 million, but...
She said training or 5 million? Which one?
Training.
In a bid to educate people through her creativity, Abisayo Muyiwa, a storyteller that possesses 12 skills in animation, requests for funding to set up her studio.
Abisayo.
Yes.
Hi.
I'm so excited for the privilege to hear me out. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Indeed, information and communication technology in Nigeria has come to stay. I mean, considering its awesomeness. For instance, check out the computer gadgets, the mobile phone technology. We've got apps, games, social media, and all sorts of things. These actually have remarkable benefits for us. But also, our youths are distracted because of it.
The most powerful societies in the world always craft their relevant knowledge and learning in easy-to-understand media for their younger generation. They understand that the sustainability of their greatness depends on the quality of investment given to their youth. Thus, the need for interventions and the support for comics and cartoons becomes necessary, since these are strategic media to relate with younger generations in this millennium. UNICEF and UNESCO have keyed into this by establishing innovative education platforms to create enriching content for the youth.
We have lesser learning rates now. We have students struggle with classes, going to school, going for classes. We have students struggling like it's a nightmare for them to study new topics. I can sense this because today a lot of schools now introduce a lot of after-school lessons. We have holiday lessons. In fact, we have more home lessons. And then when we have national exams like JAM, A.Y.E, NECO, there's a lot of panic. Now, this is because students now do not take the time to understand what they are being taught because they just can't understand it. There's so much distraction. But why is it so? The fun in technology today is not like when we were the young learners. So they are distracted with the activities. However, that is where we want to come in. Because we consider, just as I'm here, as an IT 3D generalist, that's what I'm presenting. But I'm here in an African attire. It symbolizes that, yes, we want to annex the Western technology. We want to pick what they have to offer us. But we are preserving our culture, and we are still interpreting and enriching what we have as Nigerians here. And so we can access students, we can access the world at large, our Nigerian target market, so to speak. And they get to enjoy these fun activities, but at the same time, they get to preserve the culture and they learn what we need them to learn.
Because we don't have a lot of time, can you get to what do you do and the business side of it?
Okay, so now what we are trying to do to solve this kind of problems is to provide, to create visually stimulating animated computer graphics, okay, based on NERDC, that's Nigerian Education Research and Development Council curriculum and other approved curriculums for preschool right up to tertiary institutions, that as we grow on. Okay, so our intent now is we want to produce animated products, right? But to use for educational tools. Okay.
How many customers have you spoken to?
Okay, well, practically, like if you see from the video that I have, what I have on ground now are not educational products because if I talk to customers like I have made inquiry, people are interested, schools are interested. But for me to get that running, I'm going to need tools. I run all myself. I'm privileged to have 12 different skills. I could create these things, but I'm going to need tools to do it. I'm going to need voicing. I'm going to need a lot of those things. So I've actually not come up with one, though I have started preparing one particular prototype for fractions in mathematics. However, because I exposed my business potential, I've had people buy into my concept and ask me, engage me for services. So in my video clips, you would see a clip from an architect who wanted me to do a construction of his building, you know, something to show to clients. I've had a private individual ask me to do a surprise birthday stuff. He had no idea what to do. We created the concept. And we have a school who wants us to do a jingle for them. So those are just side attractions because we started reaching out. We launched this year, January 2019. We launched this year. And within the space of time, we've established our website and social media, which is beginning to gain a lot of traction. We are registered with CAC. We have a business account already operational. But I know that if I run this business by myself, I did this training because I know that we don't have a lot of us who know these skills, 12 different skills in animating for about some years. And my intent is first to train others. I need a team. So I need people artists, people who are better than me in some specific areas. I'm very good with creative writing, I'm good with stories, I'm good with directing stuff.
So is that your strength, is creating that story around the atoms in a certain
yes,
culture?
I'm quite good at that. Yes, that's one of my strengths. That's one of my strengths, yes. And then the whole business concept and strategies, I'm good with trying to create stuff to make it work.
So we want to hear about that, the business strategies.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, one of the things I'm trying to do now, a few weeks ago, we launched online a call for training. So one of the intent is to train a team, you know, some people to work with us, take it to the end of the year. Hopefully by January, God's grace, we should launch commercialization. Now for the commercial part of it, we are going to make an educational product, which I'm going to throw pools to people that we throw a pool, we put subjects and we say pick the best subjects, you know, the subjects you want us to make, you know, products for. And then we access professionals like lecturers, professors, teachers, depending on the field, you know, to work with them to help give us the content that we need, while we now create the creativity to attract children. So what we are now saying is we just don't want to create an educational tool. You tell a child, come and sit down and watch this. No. The child is excited to watch when he knows it comes from us because there are stories. Some of them might even be in series. There are stories connected to it. Okay, so that's the idea that we have. And then beyond that, we also keep training. We want to keep training people. We need a lot of Nigerians to be into the 2D, 3D animation space so that more of us can run this.
What do you want from A.Y.E?
Wow, I am looking forward to funding. Funding to get tools, because that is what is potentially just keeping me down. The kind of tools we need, we are a creative industry. Everything is up here. So I need to get it out there. And there are tools that need to get that done. Unfortunately, I still wonder why most of them are quite expensive to put together. So if A.Y.E could help us with the funding as required, we just required for 3.6 million. I intend to get some tools, which are not even all. We want to get 7 computer sets. 6 of them are used for these skills. 2 skill sets are using 1 computer for now. I just want to start small, and then get a rendering machine, get some furniture, get a studio space, and then start running.
Okay, I think we need a moment.
Thank you.
I think she's brilliant. I really think she's brilliant. She needs to carry on selling. She needs to create her stories. And can't we connect her with a team of people who already have everything that she can partner with? A already existing team of guys and make her culturally correct atom movies and stuff like that. I think she'll do great.
As Abisayo waits to be called back in, she scribbles through her notes to see if she omitted a point.
Yeah, it'll be the wing of another organisation that's already got the business coming in. She's the graphics wing, the educational graphics wing.
And in time she can start her own.
I like your idea. I think it will work if we do that. Because you're absolutely spot on. Give her the equipment and with all the things she wants to do, she's going to lose focus.
The team feels that what you'd be best off with is piggybacking off somebody else's equipment. So you've got the access to the equipment, and in fact, you could even build a team that isn't even physically with you to share in the execution of your work. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't use a team. I've been doing all the work by myself.
Yes, but you're talking about needing extra equipment for your team?
I need to train, yes. No, I don't need the equipment for my team. I need the equipment for the work.
for 7 computers, is that not for a team?
Yeah, that's for the work itself. Like for the cost of the training.
You are a creative. You need a creative spirit. I don't know. Let me just stop talking. I'm honestly tired today. And I don't see how you cannot even see this if you're creative enough. So maybe you're not creative enough to see what is being offered.
I can.
So what do you see?
I see that you are empathizing with me, seeing with my eye the possibility of the challenges I'm facing.
Yeah.
And the potential I probably could have if I perhaps have the tools.
If you perhaps have the right team and with the right tools.
Oh, okay.
One of the things you said was, I want to surround myself with people that are better than me in certain areas. Those were your words.
Yes.
And that's the team. So what happens if you can get a partnership with a team of people who are better than you in certain areas?
Okay. One of my strengths is knowledge transfer. I'm very good with teaching. I do not need them to be good at it, because the truth is they do not know most of these 2D, 3D skills. But I need them to have the raw skills. For instance, someone who wants to come in for 3D modeling, it would be great if you already know how to sketch. So I can work with that. I can't sketch.
So hang on. So
okay.
I understood you pitching a business of making educational animated videos and other works to go and sell.
Yes.
Now what I'm hearing is, I want to teach people to do these videos. I don't want to go and create videos to sell. Am I misunderstanding you?
Yes, sir, I think you are. Yes, I'm sorry if I communicated that way. Just to rephrase in a sentence or two.
You've been given something amazing, okay?
Yes, yes.
Receive it.
Yes, I do.
Okay?
Yes, and I'm excited.
Nobody is taking your vision away from you. In fact, nobody can take it away from you, okay? You understand your craft, you're obviously talented, okay? What we're saying is that instead of putting all this money into this equipment and everything else, we're giving you access to an existing standard equipment, so you can work there. You will afford all this, and then you can go and move out and brand it and put even a neon sign if you want onto your business. You'll do all that.
Okay.
We're just trying to make sure that you don't lose out.
Okay. It's great. Thank you. It's an opportunity.
The judges suggest that Abisayo should partner with a creative studio to gain more experience and generate additional revenue before setting up her own team.
Are you an African entrepreneur? Get funding for your business or idea with Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Fund. A.Y.E. One event, 10 activities, 100 exhibitors, and 10,000 entrepreneurs. The largest gathering of entrepreneurs in Africa is coming. A.Y.E. I have a question for you. What happens when life emergencies happen? What happens to you when you are in need of urgent funds?
No, I want my money now.
What will happen if you suddenly need a doctor or lawyer's advice in a critical moment?
Hey, what will I do now? What will I
do? The big question is this: who will trust you enough to come to your aid? A.Y.E. Trust Fund. Join the trusted community today.
I think the international judges will buy into my business, because if they see what I'm going to present and what actually my business is all about, I think they will going to buy the idea.
Agricultural engineer and inventor Chinomso Okorie has created a machine that peels and washes cassava. He aims at improving the manual method of harvesting and cultivating the crop.
My name is Okorie Simple Chinomso. The name of my business is Nomso Boy Engineering. And Nomso Boy Engineering engages in design and fabrication of machineries, agricultural machineries for farm processing and preservation.
According to Nigeria Cassava Growers Association, cassava can trigger massive industrial revolution that will earn Nigeria over 20 trillion yearly. To support players across the value chain and unleash Nigeria's cassava potential, the government needs to increase patronage and help design flexible repayment grants, low-interest loans, and policies banning importation of agro-processing machines that could be produced locally. There is a huge opportunity for the manufacturer that can produce processing machines at the right price.
And are those pictures you're holding, are those machines you've already built?
Yes, sir.
Can I see them? Just give everybody one to look at.
They're different.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll look at the others. So today, until now, how many machines have you fabricated?
They say there are more than 10.
Okay, and can you tell us, are they all cassava peelers and washers, or what else?
When I was in university, I designed carts, go-karts. And carts is a small automobile machine, a device that normally, but already the suspension system is not like this, a regular one. So I designed and built it. Even after after graduating, I also designed machines too for farmers. Both the one that are able to help farmers in planting and harvesting also, sir.
Your oldest machine, how old is it?
The oldest machine.
How many years ago did you make your first machine?
Okay, that's up 6 years.
6 years. And how's it going? How's the maintenance? Do they function well, or do they need fixing a lot? How does it work like that?
Although I've not gotten a response from the person, but I think it's functioning well. I've not gotten a response from the person.
So you've made 10 machines in 6 years?
Yes, sir. Design and fabricate.
Okay. What's the demand like?
Although the demand is somehow low because of publicity. So people don't know that we actually able to exist. So it's not like we contacting people that we can able to contact, talk to, and show them the ones that we already have. And those are the people that tell us, okay, go ahead and do something for us. And no, we don't have any fix. We depend on the problem that the person comes up with. Then we look into the way of how to solve such problems.
Chinomso, how do you know your products work very well? How do you know the machines work very well?
I normally test. Once I finish building, we'll test it.
Okay.
Yes.
So Tia asked you, right, a question, and you say that you haven't followed up with the customer.
That is for 6 years now. Recently, he has not complained anything. He has not told me anything. Whether this is.
He's not complaining because you probably have not reached out to him. I'm only addressing this from a customer service perspective, right? And to improve your products itself. If you don't do check up with your customers and find out if they're doing good or not, or what the challenges are, so that if there's any technical issue, if it's any mechanical issue, if it's rust, if it's that it broke down, then you will be able to make better machines. Why aren't you doing that? It only help you improve.
I used to do that, but she asked me the oldest machine that I have built. I've not able to contact the person, the oldest. But the ones I've been building, recent ones, yes, I used to contact them and ask them questions about the machine, and they're saying it's working fine.
So what is the most common complaint?
But what I really observe in it is, here, the material we have here it's not like actually the one that we have maybe somewhere else. So we use the available material, which is not totally effective or efficient because of what? In engineering, we have what we call the weight strength ratio.
Yeah.
So the materials we have here, they have so much weight, and they don't bring into cognizance the strength of the material. So that is actually the problem that we face here because of, we don't say it's not available, the materials are not totally available like that. The material that we actually need.
Okay, so talking about needs, why are you here? What do you want or need from A.Y.E?
Yes, thank you, sir. What we actually need from the A.Y.E is maybe to fund also that we can use to buy machines and equipment, and also some rent, because of what we're building is we look at people that maybe welding, people that normally do welding, we go to them, talk to them and use their this thing to build their supply to the person. So we don't have a particular location.
For the equipment, how much would that cost?
For the equipment, we need up to $1 million, sir.
$1 million, and how much for rent?
For a rent, up to 500,000, sir.
500,000.
Yes, because we're talking about both the equipment to build the place.
So it sounds to me like that marketing is an issue for you. You said people don't know about you. So marketing isn't your strength at this point.
It's part of the thing that we need to use the fund to do, also to go and spread it.
Because what's your profit annually?
Although our profit is normally varies, don't have a stick, because depending on the people that normally comes and say they actually need it, and so we don't have any fix.
So what's the greatest weakness in your business? Is it the marketing, or is it the lack of equipment? What's the missing link?
The greatest, this is not the marketing. For now, we have the machines.
It's the machines.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Chinom, so can you give us a moment? We're going to have a discussion, so just go wait for us. We'll call you back.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I like the concept though. It's very grassroots response to basic mechanization. I can see his materials are really heavy. But I recently watched a video about a guy in the north, and he's doing this, but in a slightly more sophisticated fashion, and he's rocking it, absolutely rocking it. There's definitely space for this. I mean, there's so many people, manual farmers, who would appreciate it. So even if his materials are a bit rustic, maybe his price reflects that, and therefore it's reachable for people to go from manual to semi-mechanical. We just haven't heard much about the business. Yeah. That's all.
Well, I think the building 10 machines in 6 years is also just around having enough funds to go out there. So it's, when you asked him about his annual profit, it's more on a project basis. I build something, I build something, I build something. And I would be interested to know what would happen if he had access to the A.Y.E database of, I think, how many small-scale farmers have come through this program over the years.
Even cassava farmers, we've had a ton of them.
Yeah, to be able to start setting up a sales funnel for him, to get a bunch of customers, potential customers, and then to drive his business that way. So if he's going to get equipment or whatever it is, let's first get him an order book. So we've had a discussion, and I want to say, just having a look at your pictures, obviously I haven't seen the actual equipment. I think you've done a really good job on the equipment. So well done to you for that. We don't feel though that we got a lot of information from you about your actual business and how you're going to take that forward. So we want to help support you with that. So that support, what we're going to be doing is we're going to access the A.Y.E network of small-scale farmers, of which there are a lot. There's a lot of cassava farmers and other types of farmers, and we're going to help you market your product to the farmers. And in that way, we're going to create what we call a sales pipeline for you. And once we've got an order book, once you've got an order book in place, then we can have a look at potentially an investor or funding towards the equipment and the rental. But what we're going to do right now is help you create an order book through the network of farmers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Growing up in a family where every child is responsible for an animal increased Kafaya's love and passion for animals and the need to study veterinary medicine.
If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, tell me about your current business. You say you're selling pet products.
I sell pet products. But what I want, what I do presently, I have a few clients. I sell my products online. So I have a few clients, but I want the support of A.Y.E to help me achieve my dreams, my goals.
So can we just say the existing business, you would close it tomorrow if you could go and farm? Is that basically it? Because your passion is farming. Your passion is farming the goats. Okay.
Are you going to run both businesses? You're a veterinary doctor too, right?
Yes, I'm a veterinary doctor.
So are you going to run continue owning this clinic and the business both together?
Yes, I'm going to start the farm and run a consultancy
on the veterinary
alongside.
job.
Yes.
Okay.
And do you have land available?
I've seen some land around Lekki, Ekpes, but there are some farming land outskirts of Lagos that I was looking forward to.
Okay, and how much does that cost? How much is it going to cost for the land?
For the land, I made some inquiries and I get for 700 per
annum.
Per plot.
Per plot.
Per plot.
700,000 naira per plot, and you want 10 plots. So that's 7 million naira just on the land. So why would you, as an entrepreneur, take the cost, take land that is that costly? Why would you do that? You don't take heavy cost on yourself when you want to start something new.
Is any investor ready to put in 7 million naira on a startup for just a land cost? Maybe yes. Or is Kafaya avoiding the growth process?
Dr. Kafayat, let me call you doctor because you've earned it.
Thank you, ma'am.
We're gonna give you a word of advice.
Okay.
Don't close down the clinic. That's already, creating some sort of income for you.
Yes.
Right? Because we all have to survive. Right? And we have bills to pay. So you're already an expert in that. Do not close that down. Okay. On the farming business that you want to start, we do feel that you need a little bit of business coaching before you can venture into it.
Okay.
And I think you would do well. You're a vet, which is a great benefit because you'll be able to treat your animals or know what's wrong with them in your farm. Let us just combine that with, let us start with some sort of business training so that you can understand the risks around a startup and the risks around your business. So we are happy to offer you a scholarship to the A.Y.E Masterclass.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you an African entrepreneur? Get funding for your business or idea with Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Fund. A.Y.E.
As an entrepreneur, you need to relax. You need to take care of yourself, and you need to look good. You need to explore, you need to network, and you need to continue acquiring new knowledge. And there is only one place where this is happening in December 2019. It is the largest gathering of entrepreneurs in Africa. It is the A.Y.E Convention 2019. I will be there, and I will see you there.
Everywhere that I've been, the only thing I see is beautiful people. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Beautiful people.
Well, meeting the judges, not just the judges, but the international judges, sounds so tense to me. But of course, I've followed up on this set of persons and I understood their personalities are unique. And I expect nothing other than being fair. If they think my business is worth it, I'm very positive that it's a yes for me.
A lover of art, Usman Mariam, has set up a platform to showcase Nigerian art to the world through sales, exhibition, promotions, and the likes to foster creativity.
My name again is Usman Mariam. I bring you greetings from Abuja, Nigeria, the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. But before I give you more details on Art Magical Niger, I'd like to draw your attention to a situation I experienced myself.
Art is a medium of expression. Art is whatever the creator says it is. With different styles and techniques, Nigerian art has evolved from ancient times yet remained the same. The Society for Nigerian Arts, in an art exhibition, stated that Nigerian art has always been daring and crafty, with deep cultural meaning. The only difference is, when it comes to the business of art, artists generally aren't natural marketers. And since there is no clear marketplace for West African artists, we have a niche for art lovers, with marketing skills and an eye for talent.
I have this very close friend. We've been friends for some time. And I noticed there's a junior brother, his younger brother, does a lot of artworks. He's really good with the pen. So this particular day, somewhere around 2015, I went to visit the family and I was amazed at what the boy did in their sitting room. And I was really amazed. I was talking about art, and of course, I'm a lover of art. I'm a huge fan of art. So while we were discussing and when I was conversing with my friend, he told me something, that art is like a trait in their family. Almost everybody knows how to draw. And I was surprised. This is my friend. I've never seen him with a pen before. So I asked, why are you telling me this? I've never seen you with a pen before. And he laughed. He told me that passion has long died in me. So after then, I went home and I thought about the question and answer I had with him. I'd like to also tell you that my friend is a graduate in electrical engineering from a prestigious institution in Nigeria, but is still unemployed. The question is, what if Charles, his name is Charles, what if Charles took up the artwork as a dream? He definitely cannot be unemployed, even if he can't get an employment with a certificate. I want to draw your attention to this, that there are many other situations like this in Nigeria. Different people like Charles in Nigeria, and even worse. Art in Nigeria is suffering. But of course, we have other branches in the industry, such as music, movies, football, entrepreneurship, and many others. These are paving way in the economic of Nigeria. Why art? Why is art suffering in Nigeria? One good thing about art is it promotes unity among people. So why do we let one thing that can help our economic down? So the birth of Art Magical Niger started from this process. So I had a discussion with some of my teams. I'd like to say we currently have 4 team members. How can we make art work in Nigeria? How can we meet up some SDG goals with art in Nigeria? How can we ensure that unemployment is reduced to a certain level with art instead of pushing art aside and going for something else. So after much deliberation, I and my team decided to come up with a platform that will promote only Naija artwork. We don't want to think about any other country for now. We want to show to the world that art in Nigeria is better than anywhere else. Of course, we have other countries that appreciate art. Countries like Chinese countries, the Americans, they do appreciate art. So if we have this talent unharnessed in Nigeria and there's increase in unemployment, then there's something wrong. So Art Magical Naija is still very much of a proposed idea. But on our own part, we've gone to the extent of bringing this to Nigerians. And we started with the social media. You have your phones, you have your tablets. You could check our Facebook handle, Art Magical Naija, or our Instagram handle, artmagical_Naija. These and other platforms are where we intend to build Nigerian art, to showcase Nigerian art to the world. Now, it's not just going to be showcasing of Nigerian artwork, but it's going to be something that will promote, that will increase the employment opportunities in Nigeria. Let me draw your attention back to Charles, who is unemployed now, but he once let his passion die. Assuming Charles had the passion in him, because he told me that the passion died because art is not appreciated in Nigeria. Drawing human being is not easy. And that's one fantastic factor about an artist. They can do something very magical for you and it will be amazing. Now, it's something we can use to bring money to Nigeria, promote tourism, promote education. Not everybody have the access to go to school in Nigeria, but there are some people.
I want to know what you've done. What have you done?
Okay, so what I have done with my team, we've started the online aspects of it, where we take pictures and videos of Nigerian artwork and artists.
How many artists do you have so far?
So far, we've been able to display up to 20 artists, their name, their social media, their contacts. Just in case you're viewing our profile from Canada, you can actually see one of these people and call and make a request.
How many sales have you made?
Okay, we've not really come to the aspect of sales because we're still trying to build our scope. And it has to do with a lot of work. We need a website. We need to ensure that this website is very functional and we maintain it. Now, this Art Magical Naija is going to be something that will go so much like the online marketing we have in Nigeria. We have Jumia, we have Konga, where people get to make orders for things. Like, we want to make Art Magical Naija something like that, where you could order for artwork online. Also, Art Magical Naija is looking at educating people online in the arts. We realize that the media now is something that can be used to our own advantage. People are learning more on social media.
So what have you done to use the media that's available to you to your advantage? If you want to teach people online, you have YouTube, you've got a Facebook page, you can make a shop on Facebook. What have you done so far to empower yourself in this space?
Okay, for now, we are still on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram just to get publicity. And the responses have been really nice. These people are happy that their work are actually going far, that someone can actually see them from their local places.
But seeing doesn't convert to sales. Have you put into your communication that these items are available for sale and contact you?
Yes, we like the arts that are available for sale, we make questions. We ask the artists, which of your materials are available for sale? So it's just like we are putting their market online.
Yeah, and,
yes.
And still no sales?
No, for now we've not recorded a huge sales just because it's still very much on a
If I get you right,
stage.
and we need to get you right, it's a new concept.
Yes.
So let's take it from the beginning. It's a new concept that she wants to start.
Yes.
So that's yeah. So I think that's very important. But now what you want to do is take it online.
Yes.
How many artists do you want to sign up on that platform?
Thank you very much, sir. Now, before we can showcase your work on our media or on our social media or any of our platform, you have to be registered with us. We don't just pick artists from the street. It has to be someone who is really good, and you register with us with a certain amount of money. So that way, we get these people work online, sir.
How many do you have? How many artists?
Currently, we've not gotten down to the sales aspects very huge.
No, I'm not talking about sales.
How many artists?
Okay, I have up to
sign
20
up?
artists that have displayed their work. We have 20 artists that have displayed.
Were you thinking of charging them first?
Well, no. At first, we have the plans of drawing their attention. And of course, in Nigeria, if you need to do that, it has to come with the easy way first. So very much on the starting stage, we're drawing as many attention as we can.
So how do you make your own money? From the sales of artists or from subscription?
Thank you very much, sir. First, we're in our sales, our first customers are the artists. They are the ones who get registered in our platform. Now, whatever they are paying goes to Art Magical Niger. And this, their artwork, after being said on our platform, someone ordering for it, we get a commission for every sales we made on artists. Another aspect we intend getting funds from is we want to be recognized in Nigeria as the #1 firm where you can get trusted artists. With our research, we understood that arts has become a course in Nigeria. It's becoming something people go to school to read. They use 4 years to read arts. Some started from the secondary school. So we want to be recognized as one of the #1 firm in Nigeria that can actually provide the country with good artists that can even be employed in the universities, secondary schools.
I think we've got your gist of your intention, which is I'd like to just know more about how you're going to make money.
Thank you,
and
sir.
that's not coming through.
So we're going to make money first from those people registering with us. Secondly,
how much do you want to charge?
For a start, we want to see 5,000 naira
for registration.
For registration.
Okay.
So if 5,000 naira is for 6 months, imagine we have 100 people registering with us for 6 months.
Let's keep with the 20. So it's 20 people you've got currently.
Yes, but they are not registered. They've not done the financial.
Mariam, there's a flaw in your model, and I'll tell you what it is.
Thank you.
You say to me that your Instagram page is artmagical_Niger, correct?
Yes.
You said you have 20 people on there, correct? You say that the names and their numbers are there, correct?
Yes.
You've already lost the business. I don't need you, right? I can call directly. He can call directly from Canada and call me and buy the art from me, and I'll cut you out.
Okay.
You can't run the business that way. Okay. You need to ensure that you sign an agreement with this artist, and the agreement says that because you're a curator, that's what you are. The art needs to come to you. Yes. You understand?
Yes.
Not physically. It doesn't need to be physical, but an agreement that says that this art has been transferred to you as a curator, and you're the one who's going to sell it. So once you sell the art, everything goes through you. There's no third party. And you need to be able to keep track of those arts. Just to save space, you don't need them physically. But you need to ensure that you've seen it, right? And that art, you're the only person who's allowed to sell it. And you can sign an agreement that I'll sell it X period of time, so they also feel comfortable with transferring their art to you for you to be able to sell it.
Very well, ma.
So you're charging 5,000 naira for registration. How much commission are you charging after that?
Okay, in addition to what you just said, this is more like a tactics we're using to draw customers, to draw these artists. It's like a first technique we want to use. Let them feel their work are going places, because it's actually one of our goals to see that these people get the recognition they deserve in Nigeria and beyond. So that's where the idea of getting their names and their contacts online. But as soon as they get registered, that means they are now one of us.
What do you want from A.Y.E? You haven't told us.
All right, thank you very much. I need support, financial support, to get this to reality.
How much?
Every artist in Nigeria are waiting for this opportunity.
How much are you asking for?
For a start, I'd ask for 2 million naira. And I'm going to be breaking it down because we picked Lagos for our location. Because Lagos, of course, is one of the states that encourages art in Nigeria. So one of those things we'll be using, we'll be using the money for is getting a location, getting an office, getting some of this artwork in our gallery, because we're going to have galleries, both online and physical gallery. So we get such items. We're going to be employing people, and we need to pay them salaries. We're going to be buying arts online. So
can I just ask, who's your target market? Who's your target market? What's the average cost of a piece of art on your platform?
Okay, thank you very much. Our market first includes offices who use art. There are offices who makes use of art, hotels, schools, ShopRites, because of course there are artwork that are sold in the ShopRite and shopping malls. And we have individuals who love art.
Right, okay. What's the price range, you think? Well,
the artwork determines the range, the price. You could have a very short piece of artwork and it could cost a fortune. You could have a big one.
I can tell you my point of view. I feel like you're very underprepared. I have 2 friends who run galleries who sell art online. It is not an easy market. In Nigeria, people have not yet learnt to buy art as a thing to do. You know, so there's a lot of education that you would have to do to get people to understand that art is a commodity.
Yes.
I feel when you would turn up here, I would want you to have got like 200 artists, because it doesn't really cost them anything to come on. You've kind of got something behind you then, and a much clearer plan. To me, it's like it's beautiful. I love art.
Thank you.
I love the idea and the intention, and I think artists deserve to be shared with the world, and we all need art in our life. I feel like there's so much available to you that you could have done already with what is there and doesn't cost much money. That's me personally. That's where I'm coming from. I think you're underprepared.
I feel the same way.
Right.
You do not understand the business, right? And you don't even understand what a curator does, because that's what you are. You just don't understand. Had you understood, it's one thing, you're very passionate. No one can take that away from you. And you do care about the art world, and you do care about people who are talented, right? And unemployed. I understand that you do care about those people, and I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing to be.
Thank you.
But to make money out of, you don't even need this space. If I were you, this is exactly what I would do, okay? I would go to an artist, even those 20 that you said you have, and I will say, I don't need you to even trust me 100% and give me exclusivity to sell the art, but I want to sign up and be able to sell it for you, okay? Some sort of agreement. And you go and build your social media profile by putting the art out there, and the only person that can be contacted for this art is you. Do you understand?
Got it.
And then you tell a little bit of a story of the artist and the story behind the art and what inspired it, and you can slowly grow your sales that way online, right?
And let them bid for it. Let people bid so you can see how much they appreciate it.
And I would target the budget market, because there are tons of galleries that cost a fortune and they really know their stuff. These guys really know their stuff. So I don't know of anyone who's operating in that more accessible market. That would be my thought.
And that's your niche. So explore all the good ideas you've got from the panel and build your online business without the website, without the infrastructure. And as your business grows, maybe then expand. But right now, I think you need to focus on your business and get this going off the ground.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
The judges are of the opinion that she needs to give more attention to the growth of her business while understanding her role as the curator.
Next on Africa's Young Entrepreneurs.
I was hoping you're colorblind and you'll say it goes with mine.
Are you comfortable?
Show my coats again.
It really fits your dress.
Very great, elegant, and in simple. I don't like too much noise, and then I just feel so good.